I give up. Just assume there's a very cute purple pony there. How about that? Use your imagination.
That's a cute purple pony there.
Thank you. It's not
Wow.
Twilight, though.
Oh.
Just remember, Needle,
Okay,
that
we'll
when you...
settle.
Yeah, great. Oh, here comes.
I'm waving my hands too, but you can't see.
BABSCon! You'll really love BABSCon!
What's a professional?
Hey, there's Cruiser. Welcome. Welcome, everyone.
Hello. Thank you for having me this year.
Okay, so everybody's here. We're ready to blast off for this very special live stream in anticipation of BABSCon. What are we, about 6 weeks away? Or are we T-minus 60 days or something like that?
Yeah,
Anyway,
66 hours.
Going to introduce myself. I'm Bob at Discord. I'm one of the executives for BABSCon this year. We have several staff that have joined us in the feed tonight. Ricky Ray, who is our arcade lead, is here. Pony 8 from VIPR, along with Nocti, also a VIP relations staff person. Gallup Crush is also here from events and programming. Sophie, last year's chairperson, board member, and this year's business operations. And Invisibrony has joined us. He's also one of the programming seconds. I would very much like to welcome our community guests who are present in the stream. Cruiser, Thoth from Rift Ponies. There's Thoth. Minty Root is here.
Hello there.
The Looney Turtle.
Turtle.
Needle Stitch is here representing East Core Production. And I do believe that the Brony Chef is with us tonight.
Oh, hello. Hi. Good evening.
There.
Hey, Brownie Chef.
Hi, Cruiser. What's up, mate?
It's been too long since I tried your veggie burger.
Indeed.
Your hay burger, actually. That's what I tried.
Yeah.
And I gotta give this guy credit. He made me like a veggie burger. I gotta give it props for that.
I also want to just acknowledge our Harry is behind the scenes, and he is helping make this live stream actually up and running, and you can hear us and see us. Pony 8's going to be monitoring the YouTube chat so that if anyone has any questions, concerns, or comments, they can plug them into the chat, and we will get our attention to answer your questions and concerns. And I want to hand it off. I'm going to tag over to Sophie at this point to go ahead and talk about BABSCon 2020.
Sure.
By the numbers. Yeah.
I can talk about BABSCon 2020 by the numbers. So some things about BABSCon. Let me see if I can find my by the numbers. So we have 150 plus offerings of panels and various events this year. We take up the entire hotel with 25 plus program spaces. There are currently 60 plus vendors and artists. I'm sure there's actually closer to like 80 or 90. We have 44 community guests, which is, I think, the most we've ever had.
Sorry. Yeah, that was my fault.
We have 11 industry guests. That includes show staff and whatnot. And we have 19 musical performers this year with an overhaul and revamped Mayhem.
Yikes. That's
an awful lot.
It is. And today was our sort of pinnacle Mayhem announcement. Those of you who may have seen it might already be excited. But we do
I was
have
at work.
mysteries.
What happened?
Mystery Skulls will be coming to Nahum on Saturday night for the convention, and that's rounding out our musical lineup. Speaking of musical lineup, Harry, do you think we can show folks what the music lineup for this year looks like?
Looks like they've got something on stream. We're seeing some of them. Odyssey.
Can we get to the beginning? There's Lavender Harmony. Forest Rain is coming to perform. Mystery Skulls.
Everyone's kind of like moving.
We're also doing a new stage. Electric Pony Carnival will be happening on Friday night with DJ Krillick. iPhone 3 and Coltastrophe will be here doing their US premiere. Melody Brony, Loophoof, Crusader, Whirlwind, Turquoise Splash, Violet Pony and Nami. Vinyltastic will be appearing featuring Cadet Redshirt, McMaig, and Brownie. Odyssey Eurobeat. We circled back around, I think.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we've looped.
So, and all their bios, all their social media is on our website, babscon.com/Nahum. So, let's see, any questions coming up?
And so far, from what I can see.
Okay. We've got a few staff on the line. We have a few sponsors.
Where did you guys share the link to view this? That way I can share it on East Corp's promotional page.
I'll go ahead and pop that into the Discord server. I think the link for it is also on our Twitter feed. And in the announcements section of the Discord server. All right, so open the floor up, and what do folks want to talk about? Like, I'm interested to know what some of our community guests are bringing to the con this year.
Oh, hi guys. Sorry if I'm so sorry. I think I came in late.
Is that Floria?
Oh, anyway, I'll go first.
Hey, Cruiser.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey. Thanks for having me this year. I started my channel not too long ago. There's a lot of people who enjoy talking about the analytical or just review the stories altogether, but I'm a music nerd. I have been going to concerts since 1998. And my first concert this year is actually going to be the Monkees of all people. And I've also just been volunteering behind the scenes at concerts or bands, and I want to kind of bring my know-how or what I just know in general about music and musical structure, and and just kind of talk about the songs of the show and what they try to do, the emotions they try to capture, and how they do that. I'm not really here to harp on anyone's buzz if they like a song or not, because I really don't like that. I don't like the whole angry reviewer shtick. I mean, even if I don't like something, you're more than welcome to like it yourself. So I do a show called Hoof Rock where I like to review the songs of the show. And for BABSCon, I am actually going to be reviewing the My Little Pony movie soundtrack in its entirety. I'm talking everything from the songs that the characters sing to what the guest artists sing. And then I will also be doing a panel with fellow Brony metalhead Josh Scorcher. Josh and I are big fans of heavy metal, and whenever you get music fans together, they always want to swap songs and what they enjoy with each other. But instead, this time, we're going to share what we like with all of you. We are doing a musical reaction panel called the Metal Exchange, where we are going to share the songs that we like, not only with each other, but everyone in attendance. And you can give us your own thoughts on it. We'll tell you more about the songs, some behind the scenes info, and maybe we'll even take some requests from the audience. This is something I have never tried before, and I am looking forward to not only the turnout, but what you guys all think.
Sounds exciting. And I think that the panel with you and Josh sounds like it's going to be a good one because I don't know that that's a side of Josh that fans have seen much of.
Oh yeah, in fact, believe it or not, for his wedding, I got him a wedding present where I got 2 of his favorite bands to sign a wedding card for him.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, and I believe that Cruiser, we're going to have you hanging out in Silverspan Salon at one point during convention. Also,
go ahead.
It's probably new to you. It's our 3rd year doing Silverspan Salon, small setting, 20 people max, hanging out. People sign up to kind of show up to see the horse famous that are important to them. So we're excited to have you for the first year at BABSCon.
Yeah, I never tried anything like Silverspan Salon. So I'm looking forward to it.
With a question.
What do we have?
The question comes to us from Sierra Thompson, wondering what honored guests are going to be there for the signing. I'm guessing they mean autograph room by that. I might need further clearance or clarification.
So guests of honor this year, let's see if I can name them all. Not everyone has been announced yet, just so folks know we are not through announcing guests of honor. But we can start off with Nicole Oliver will be there, and she will definitely have hours in the autograph hall, as will, we just announced Jeremy Whitley. We have somebody help me out here because guests of honor were not on my brain pan.
I do know I know you have Daniel Ingram and Peter New.
Gray Delisle is
Very
going to be
good.
there.
Oh
Gray
yeah, I am a big Daniel Ingram fan.
I'm probably the biggest Gray Delisle fan.
Yeah, Gail, I'm excited about Gail Simone being there.
I've
Peter
got
New
the
is
page
joining
pulled up
us.
if you want me to go through them.
There you go. Yeah. So,
all right.
Nicole Oliver. Yep.
Yep.
Who's got the page up? Go for it.
Yes, me. Okay, so we got Nicole Oliver, Daniel Ingram, Gray Delcy Griffin,
Delisle Griffin,
Peter New, Gail Simone, Andy Price, Jeremy Whitley, and that is the ones that are currently listed on the BABSCon website.
For now.
Yeah,
that's right. For now,
you got beat to the punch by Taylor. He listed all of them before you finished.
Is
Superfan Taylor?
Everybody say hi to Taylor.
Hi to Taylor.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Taylor.
Taylor.
Hello.
Speaking of guests, how many community guests did we say was in that number? Was it 44?
That's what you told me.
That's a lot.
Harry, you want to run the? Well, wait. Who else do we have in the? We've got the Looney Turtle on the stream. Looney, what are you going to do this year?
A lot.
Are you gonna give your signature hugs?
Yes, I will have my official hugger button. Naturally, one does not simply go to a con without an official hugger button.
I don't have one of those.
My mom gave me mine.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
nice.
But so on the first day of BABSCon this year, I will be in Silverspan Salon. I'll be doing a cosplay fursuit dance line parade. And to finish off the day, I'll be doing a lip sync battles after dark, which just like lip sync battles, but it's late at night. So
After party.
yes, it will be loads of fun. And then on Saturday, I'll start out my day with Equestrian Training Grounds, which I kind of envision as a voice acting panel where we'll give some people an opportunity to show their stuff, kind of get experience in front of a crowd, experience in how to warm up and that kind of stuff when it comes to voice acting. And then later in the day, I will do a cosplay fursuit dance line again because I am the parade guy. I love to get people singing and parading around the cons. Then the analysis meet and greet, which will, I don't have anyone ironed down yet, but hopefully I'll get a couple of good guests there. And then that appears to be it for my Saturday. And then to finish off, we have lip sync and karaoke on Sunday. Currently, we're still looking into scheduling 2 Babs parades, which is when I go into the lobby of the convention and I get a speaker. I actually got a new speaker this year, so that's going to be fun. And we start singing songs from the show, songs from the fandom, and usually I try to get a big old group of people singing and having fun. And we parade around the convention after that. So, yeah. Look forward to all of that. Oh, Nathaniel,
Does anyone?
Permission to speak?
Go ahead, Nate. Yes.
I was just going to say, if you haven't been to one of these parades, you've got to go. It is a magical experience. I cannot stress that enough.
And you can't miss them because
I make sure they're right in the middle.
Big green hat, green jacket, speaker. Really can't miss him.
He looks like a turtle.
Turtle on his shoulder.
Have you ever taken the parades out on the street?
Oh, no, I have not. But we just parade around the convention space.
Take the parade to the SFO terminals.
Oh, dear.
Oh, boy.
I wonder if I could pull that off.
I don't know.
One way to find out.
Well, you can start booking the airport shuttles right now.
I'm going to interrupt just a moment to welcome Iceheart to the stream. Iceheart is the other half of Watch Pony. Watch Pony has 2 halves.
Yes, he does.
Welcome. It's great to see you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And this will be my first year attending BABSCon. So I guess I'm con fresh meat, as people are telling me.
But we're all vegetarians, so you're safe.
I'm safe. That's good. But yes, thank you so much for having me. And on behalf of Watch Pony, he thanks you guys as well.
Okay, so what are you guys going to be doing at con?
For Watch Pony's con, for Watch Pony, he's going to be doing a panel on his top 10s. And I believe that will be Friday. And for our combined panel, Watch Pony and I have a combined YouTube channel called Watch Heart. And what we're doing for that is we are going to be doing a Q&A style on being in a relationship while being part-time YouTubers as well.
You know, it really says something about our fandom There's a number of people coming who are recently wed in the last year. There are folks who are doing couples. I think we have 3 different sort of relationship-oriented panels happening. And I think it just says a lot about sort of the journey that folks have made in the fandom over this many, many, many years together.
Yes.
So, exciting stuff.
Yes, very exciting.
It is incredibly exciting. And we have someone who can perform weddings on staff.
Who might that be?
I don't know. They've been with the con for 8 years. I can tell you that.
Blink, blink, blink.
I mean, does that include me? I'm not on staff, but I can perform weddings. I've done it as Chrysalis and Derby.
I did a wedding at con last year, so
we know you did.
Together.
I am very happy Watch Pony's not here because I think he's gonna get some ideas.
Oh, wait.
I
thought that
hope
was a plan.
not.
Like giving him some ideas.
He's not watching.
I hope not, because if there is, oh boy, we're gonna get some interesting themes from people.
Thoth, what's the Riff Ponies gonna do?
That's what we're going to do.
Oh my god, you still have yours.
There's people who are familiar with my work, with our work. If anybody doesn't know who I am or who we are, hi, Thoth Penswell, Riff Ponies. I'm the less talented half of Riff Ponies. The talent is all in Essentials department. He couldn't join tonight. But what I do is we try to entertain people and make them laugh. Whether that be through Riff Ponies, which is we sit down and MST3K style tear apart a bad pony cartoon, or maybe an old educational video with Gary Coleman, or maybe just a random misinformed and terribly out of date 1950s educational film. No matter what it is, that's Riff Ponies. What else is Riff Ponies is these horrible inventions, the kazoo. Exactly. About a year ago. About a year ago, Essential suggested that we do a kazoo panel, and ever since then, I have lived to regret it, and we have been infecting conventions with these horrible things ever since. I already know that we have one Riff Kazoo panel, and I have also gotten some suggestions that we need to give a room full of children a kazoo panel.
They're gonna drive their parents crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? We're not only going to give a room full of kids kazoos, we're going to parade them through the convention.
Oh!
Come to the Babs Parade. I'm in support.
That's a plan for you to make a new hotel next year.
Along with that, yeah, they're gonna. Everybody is going to live to regret. But no, in all seriousness, it's always fun. We also have one half of the Jackbox entertainment for the weekend, which will be very entertaining if our past efforts have or any proof of that. And we are running a new panel, which is called the Best Pony Appreciation Panel, where we will discuss who Best Pony is, why, what every pony means to everybody in the fandom, and maybe we'll figure out who Best Pony really is along the way. Although the answer is obvious. Starlight.
Rainbow Dash.
Twilight.
But anywho,
Chrysalis.
All wrong answers.
So
no.
have we notified Flair and security about this panel? And Invisibrony, we might need you in there as like the mediation.
I mean, let's be real. The best pony is the one that you're writing about.
But yeah, with Riff Ponies, we are a comedy group first and foremost. So we're going to be there all weekend to make you laugh, whether that be through showing you some bad cartoons or playing these horrible instruments. May sound almost like torture.
I
But,
will
you know.
probably bring earmuffs.
Yes,
Please
you can
do.
do that. It'll
You call
the
it
baby can carry
torture.
you.
I
We
call it fun.
Exactly. He gets it. Everybody gets it already. But yeah, that's Riff Ponies, and that's me, the less talented half of it. Doth Penswell. Nice to meet you.
Right on. Right on.
Mind if I jump in?
Okay.
How are you?
Go for it. Nate, jump in.
Okay, so we've got a question from where did it go? Carlos Elias Carranza Mendoza. How did you start? How did you manage to make a convention when NLP started? Don't we have a panel about that?
Yep.
Wow.
Wow, it's made.
Oh, look who's there. I just saw David Silver.
Hi.
Sophie. Hi. Hey,
Hi.
Sophie, you want to
Yes.
answer that question? How did it start?
How did it start?
With an idea.
Well, Sonia thought it would be a really good idea to start a local My Little Pony Con. After attending a thing on how to run a convention at BABSCon, and she hired me, the third person in the chain of people to hire, in order to make sure that we didn't totally LPU our finances the first year. So it's
There you go.
It's a lot of work. You need a person with an idea. You need a person with management skills. And you need a financial.
And then you need a whole lot of.
Well, yeah, you need a whole lot of volunteers, but you also need someone who keeps a close eye on the finances, because it's really easy to overspend.
Congratulations, you're all volunteered.
Voluntold. I was voluntold. I was badgered until I agreed to work for the con, and then the job I signed up for was not the job I ended up with.
What, you mean you totally volunteered?
No,
you signed up like on the first day.
I was voluntold. I'd worked for cons previously, so I wasn't sure I wanted to work for another one, and Sonia kept asking me until I agreed.
But you never saw that meme? Once you start working for cons, there's no way out.
Well, it's
That's
hard
not
to
even a joke. He's like dead serious.
No,
That's
no,
how I
no.
got roped into shit.
You
Oh, sorry.
I worked for a con, and I tried attending for a con after I worked for a con for years, and it wasn't the same. And I felt like I had to do things while I was at the con, because I just you can't staff a con and then attend a con, because your perspective changes.
Yeah, I actually, BABSCon, the first one I went to, was the first one I didn't volunteer at. 100% regretted it the entire time I was there. Absolutely. Like, I need things to do. I need things to do.
But I have things to do. I can't go to a con and not have things to do. It's
I mean, I can't
physically impossible.
I can't attend cons. I can't go and attend another PonyCon and not need something to do. That's why I usually, a lot of times you'll find me out at Fiera, the Tank Girls table, because I can't just attend anymore.
That's how I got roped in. I was there with my kids. I ended up a go for the first year. All was uphill from there, or downhill, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, from a
I
certain
want to
point of view.
welcome David. I want to welcome
me?
David into the stream. David is also, you. David is one of our. How many years have you been coming to BABSCon?
I have
David?
been here for as long as there has been a BABSCon. Every single year.
Well, there you go. David Silver is renowned for his Pathfinder and D&D that's been ponyfied, his Pony Finder adventures. And this year, do you want to let folks know, David?
As well as his lovely books, such as Kind Blades and Cruel Divinity. Lovely
Aha.
books.
Wait, it's time to hold up books. Ah, look, it's the sequel.
Ooh.
Don't worry, I'll have new ones for BABSCon.
I have autograph booklets. Does that count? No.
Yeah.
So,
5 points.
so if there are any role-play game enthusiasts that are planning to be at BABSCon, David has teamed up with celebrity dungeon master Josh Scorcher and the art team at BABSCon, and is going to be working with the charity team to write a BABSCon adventure. I
You're
believe our
speaking in the
title
future
is-
tense. I already wrote that.
I am.
It will
You
be
already did
revealed
it.
at
Yeah,
BABSCon.
it's done. It will be debuted at BABSCon. The adventure is called Beneath the Bay Bridge. It will feature many of our favorite BABSCon characters, in addition to a couple of new characters. And it will be volume 1 in what we hope will be a series in the future. So, David, thank you already for the hard work.
They
that you
didn't
put
tell
into
me
that.
they wrote me right back in. All those bastards.
We have to keep the connection. Keep the connection strong. So anyways, those of you who like D&D, those of you who've been curious about D&D, we're going to be hosting this adventure multiple times throughout the weekend. The first will be the charity version with Josh Scorcher. David Silver will be DMing a couple of rounds, as will some of the game masters from the Game Academy, one of our charity guests this year.
And hopefully everybody will die.
No, come on, no TKs.
KO.
Get banished
I
to the
just want.
moon.
So the Game Academy was a charity guest from 2018, and we are having them back as charity guests this year, along with the Rainbow Community Center of Contra Costa County, and the charity team. I don't think anybody from the charity team is on the stream, but they're pretty excited. In addition to having a silent auction and our live auction, are going to be also sponsoring a party room this year. So very exciting.
I hope you're ready to party.
Party!
Dude, I party like a rock star.
Oh.
It turns out the only partying I know how to do involve dungeons, swords.
Although I will tell you, for partying like a rock star, leave the booze at home. Trust me, guys.
Oh.
Hey Nate, do I see somebody from Connecticut on our live stream?
What?
Trying to check now. I was caught up with. Yeah, actually, hello from Stamford, Connecticut. Harrison
Yeah.
Peloso.
We had a couple boops. Always good to have boops. All right. Do we have any other community guests that have not had a chance to talk a little bit about what they're going to be doing at con?
I've noticed Needle Stitch has been playing with her plushies a lot.
There's also a chef, I think, somewhere here.
There might be a brony. Could somebody mute the paper? There. Thank you so much. Cesar, brony chef, tell us what you're going to do.
He said he BRB'd.
Oh, he BRB'd.
Oh, he BRB'd. Of course he did.
One of us can pretend.
We will
to
ask
be
him.
Bernie.
Now we'll ask him what kind of villainous nonsense he's going to get into.
Well, as someone,
we can talk a little.
My bad. Sorry.
I'm going to just run through some of our premium experiences coming up this year. Fuzzy Logic Escape Room will be back again this year. They're going to bring 2 different puzzles this year. The Martial Bronies coming back again. They're going to be doing both their martial arts workshop and they're going to do a dance workshop. And they're going to teach us the kinds of dance steps that would be great in Mayhem and the Electric Pony Carnival. We're going to have Silver Span Salon signups will be coming up again starting March 1st. We have one that really, if we're going to do it, we need to get enough people signed up. Dusty Cat, anybody familiar with Dusty Cat's cigar box and lunchbox guitar builds?
Yeah.
He is going to be offering, if we can get enough people to sign up, he's going to be for $150, all supplies and tools included. You will get to make your very own My Little Pony lunchbox guitar with Dusty Cat on the Saturday of convention. If you're interested, you just need to email events@babscon.com, put guitar in the subject line. If we don't hit a minimum number of people, we can't hold the workshop, and there are only a maximum of 10 slots available.
So how many is that minimum, if I might ask?
I think our minimum might be 4 or 5. Dusty has been wavery, but need a couple more people, I think, to lock it in. And then we have a Shelly of Clockwork Monster is holding 2 Buckroom workshops. Buckroom is this cool, like, hard stuff that you use with wire and fabric, and it makes wearable pieces of art. And she's going to be doing workshops on mini hats and pony or kitty ears. They're going to be one of our vendors this year, and they're also going to be putting together a couple of amazing pieces for the auction. So that workshop is happening, and at no extra cost, but for only 14 people, Baron Angle of Smudgeworks is going to be doing, I think he calls it, the hoof bone is connected to the leg bone. He's going to do sort of sketching ponies 101. It'll be 14 people. It'll be a master artist class. He will provide all the supplies you need to learn how to sketch ponies. So those are just some of the really gems of premium experiences we have happening at BABSCon this year. And with that, did the Brony Chef come back?
He's still gone.
Oh, still gone.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, Needle Stitch, what's East Corp doing this year?
We're doing quite a few things. Typically every year for BABSCon and for Everfree Northwest, we usually have a special Wasteland Survival Guide episode. So anybody who's listening who's familiar with East Corp, you know that I voice Derpy Hoops, my little friend here. And typically I do a live reading of one of the chapters that we have done. In the past, we've done hacking for last year when you guys had your like Tron style. Oh no, it wasn't last year you guys did Tron, was it? I think that was the year before. But we had the hacking episode. We're also going to be releasing some of our highly anticipated behind like the scenes of what actually happened with Stable Tech, because a lot of people have been wanting to know what's been going on with that. So we're going to be releasing a lot of information about that. We're also going to be talking about our own IP, which is Untypical. If anybody's familiar with that, that's our Afro sci-fi audio drama that we have going on. It's super exciting. We're all really excited to be coming to BABSCon. That's my home con. That's Skybolt's home con. I'm going to be moving to Texas soon, hence the giant mess in my apartment right now because we're just getting everything packed up and ready to take off. But yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be walking around with my plushie friend here. If you guys find me and you can answer a trivia question, I'm going to be giving away tiny little plushies like this, probably of Derpy. So if you can find me and answer a trivia question, I will be doing that. Skybolt and I also want to try to have some hard copies of our Wasteland Survival Guide available. My camera's on, fair warning. But yeah, we're all really excited for BABSCon in general.
Is there somebody else who has an IP? We should talk.
We have talked. You and I have spent time together, David. I helped you at your booth at Everfree a couple years ago.
And I appreciate it. However, I also have the memory of, I don't know, what's the opposite of an elephant?
You have the memory of a goldfish, I know.
There you go.
I know.
I don't remember what I did 10 minutes ago.
It's okay. We still appreciate you, David.
Yay!
But yeah, we're going to be doing that. And then I think Skybolt is also going to be having some patches available to work, like some East Court patches. I'm going to be making that with my lovely embroidery machine that is sitting right next to me. And we're going to be giving away some East Court patches if you can answer trivia questions. They're not totally free because you have to answer a trivia question.
But that's not trivial.
No, trivia, not trivial.
No.
Trivia.
Right, not trivial. Trivia question.
Because knowledge is power.
Somebody on the stream wants to know where in Texas.
I am moving to Mesquite. It's about 15 minutes outside of Dallas, Texas. I'm moving specifically just because my job wants me to open up a new branch of what I do out in Texas. So we're going to be opening up our own store, going to be giving people all kinds of internet because that's what I do. I work with internet. And yeah, it's a really big job opportunity. And I've only been with this company since November. So the fact that they're trusting me to do this so long, I haven't been there so long, it's kind of mind blowing. There's a kitty.
So real quick, just wanted to let folks know that Stefan, our vendor hall lead and executive, popped in, and now it looks like he's going to pop out.
Yep.
He ran in to say hello, and he's running out.
Oh, it was nice to see.
Yes, busy guy, that's Stefan.
Yeah, you can never catch him sitting still at BABSCon.
I can't imagine him sitting still at any con.
I have seen him sit still at a con, though. We went to Biggest Little Fur Con last year, and that is the only time I have ever seen Stefan sit still for longer than 5 seconds. It was kind of mind-blowing.
I don't know if I can believe that.
It's okay. You don't have to. I witnessed it, and that's what matters.
Amazing. Amazing.
Communist propaganda.
I think you mean Ponionist propaganda. That was a terrible joke. Nobody laugh at that because it was awful.
I laugh because it's awful.
Everybody's talking about pony communism while I'm dressed in my horse. I'm offended by this.
Good.
Wait. Have you been reading Starlight's brochures again?
Possibly.
Wouldn't surprise me.
But yes, we are all very excited for BABSCon. It's going to be a good time.
It's true.
Yes.
It'll be the best of times. It'll be the worst of times. If you're not there.
If you're not there, it's going to be terrible for you.
Definitely looking forward to it. I actually have a friend of mine out there in California. Who actually does work on my videos. His name is Fearox the Sound Dragon, and it's kind of interesting how this little connection came about because a lot of the voice cast of My Little Pony before Friendship is Magic started was in another Canadian show called Dragon Booster, and I helped him get information for his little fan site for it. And we kind of been friends ever since. And then Pony comes along, I get involved in that. And then turns out he and Dusty were friends. They used to travel in the same circle. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. That's like the biggest coincidence ever. My friend Kurt, or Fearox, he might be attending just for the heck of it, because I think he's just kind of curious. And if he is, I definitely want to get him and Dusty together because they haven't seen each other for years. I'll be like Oprah. Yay!
Yay! So we got a question on stream asking whether or not we have spirit badges for BABSCon. And to answer that, yes, they are currently on the website for $30. So there's that info.
Rooney, what is included in the spirit badges?
You can also be a
There is
sponsor level
a-
spirit badge.
Okay. So for the Spirit Badge, you can get a 2020 sponsor premium lanyard, as well as a 2020 con book and a 3-day Spirit Badge. For a sponsor Spirit Badge, you can get a 2020 sponsor premium lanyard, an exclusive T-shirt, a 2020 tote bag, an exclusive collector coin, a 2020 con book, and a 3-day Spirit Badge. So that is those. For the sponsor Spirit Badge, it'll be $60. So now you have all of that info.
The more you know.
The more you know.
And if,
So
if I-
exciting.
If I may respond to the next question there from chat, yes, the events and programming panel timetable will be on the website.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
Thank you, Billy Mays.
Those of you, I would recommend that people keep their eye out for our announcement to download the BABSCon 2020 guidebook. Because this year, folks who download guidebook and get a hold of guidebook will get access to the 2020 schedule ahead of the website. We will put up everything you need to be able to get guidebook downloaded well ahead of the convention. And it'll be the first place to find the schedule for 2020.
That way you can plan to go more panels sooner, and you can plan to not go to some more Rift Ponies panels quicker. You know, always good.
Always good.
There's a feature on guidebook called My Schedule that I really love because you can just ping everything that's meaningful to you, and then the schedule that shows up in My Schedule is just your flow.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. I was trying to see if I can get a hold of Caesar, the Brony Chef, because I actually do have him on Facebook, and I haven't got anything back from him yet.
I have him on Discord, and I pinged him a couple of times too.
Yeah, but what I said earlier about him making me liking a veggie burger, I'm not kidding about that. It was a dish he called the Hay Burger, and I was curious. Like, okay, why not? Let's give it a shot. Although I will say it was the bacon cupcake that drew me in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so the whole brainchild of how those meals came about was I ran into him. I wasn't going to go to Cider Fest. I don't normally attend other cons. I just don't have the money. And on a fluke, I was at Cider Fest, and he stopped by and sampled some of the Wild Pegasus whiskey I had. While I was in the lobby, just hanging out, and he and I got to talking, and apparently we both like watching League of Legends, and we both have the same favorite team. And that weekend was the weekend of the World Championships. So we stayed up till 5 a.m. talking about projects we'd like to do for cons and watching League of Legends. And out of those discussions came the proposal to do a set of meals. So you guys all have League of Legends to thank for having the Brony Chef at BABSCon.
Thanks, League of Legends.
I will never thank League of Legends.
Too late. Already did it.
Hey, Sophie, since we're not seeing Chef pop back in, you want to talk a little bit about this year's theme and the meals?
Sure. I'd happy.
I'm going to wave quickly. See you all at BABSCon. Bye.
Bye,
David.
So, as I mentioned, we do these meals. This year we're doing 3 meals: a lunch, a breakfast, and a brunch. I did that backwards, but that's okay.
They've turned off the camera.
I didn't turn off my camera. It's up.
Yeah. I can
Oh,
see her.
sorry. I thought I muted my mic too. My bad.
So for the dinner, actually, I take it back. We're doing a lunch, brunch, and dinner. We're not doing a breakfast this year. Just probably for the best, because neither he nor I are morning people.
Neither am I. I sleep right through breakfast.
Oh yeah. So for the Conquer Equestria dinner, we have the appetizer of chrysalis, which is a Swiss cheese salad with baby arugula, baby spinach, deep fried goat cheese topped with sweet and salty almonds, and a blackberry vinaigrette. Ooh, that sounds good, actually. I kind of want to. I might have to go for that. The dinner.
Oh,
It sounds really good.
You know.
Well, Eddie, if it's got Caesar's name on it, it's going to be good. I mean, I can honestly say that. Then there's an actual salad, which is Discord, the Discord salad, which is baked kale with red pepper flakes, Parmigiano, and olive oil. Fairly simple, pretty good. We have the main course, which is Tirek, which is a sous vide, a mahi with hibiscus and chili ancho crust, yam puree, and heirloom carrots. Yeah, right. That sounds good. I can't eat it, unfortunately, but it sounds pretty tasty. We have the Cozy Glow dessert, which is a spicy chocolate brownie with a triple chocolate ice cream.
Ooh.
These are all yummy words.
You know, I should really talk to him about possibly making the ice cream fresh because I have that capability.
And you know, I'm diabetic, but I will bolus as many units as possible to eat that.
So, and one of the things that's probably going to go with the dinner is a ginger apple wine that's been slightly sweetened with honey. I make one for him every year. This year he wanted something spicy, so for the lunch, the checkmate lunch.
Again, it's Cozy Glow.
Yeah, appetizer. Just let Cozy take care of everything. Polenta with goat cheese, strawberry and chili guajillo jam with edible flowers. That's the appetizer. The main course. Hey neighbor, want to be friends?
Oh,
sourdough chicken hamburger, deep fried sweet potatoes, and tomato jam.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
That's like all one. By the way, that's like all one thing. There's no commas in there. I just wanted to point that out there. That's like all one thing. And then for the dessert is, this is not the real me. I'm cute and lovable, which is a pink meringue with mint and dark chocolate brownie.
You said mint?
Mint and dark chocolate brownie.
Yes, minty root.
A lot of yummy words in there.
Yeah, this sounds like diabetic coma land.
Man, you're making me hungrier, and I haven't been able to order food because DoorDash won't let me.
Right? Okay, so we got the last one, which is the brunch, which is the Changeling brunch. It's a 3-course lunch. It's an appetizer. The appetizer is It Will Be Mine. It's a Swiss cheese crust with jalapeno and lime mousse. Well, that sounds interesting and good. I like Swiss cheese and I like mousses. The jalapeno is probably what ties them together. We have the main course, which is Love Chicken.
What?
I feel like I'm doing a Trigun. Peace and love. It's a chicken breast filled with prosciutto and almond butter with greens.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like an interesting chicken cordon bleu, actually.
It does. And then dessert, we have, hey, I'm just here for the food. It's a jalapeno cream with vanilla ice cream and crystallized lemon.
That's why I said on Super Bowl Sunday, I'm just here for the food.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch sports.
Also, fair warnings, all menu items during the brunch are subject to change.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. I caught it.
But
yeah, nice.
Oh,
Hey,
I just
what you
got
see
it.
may not be what you're getting.
We've also gotten a couple of questions in chat about badges. Foxhana asks, will staff badges have places to put our pronouns on them? Usually they don't have anything for gender pronouns on the badge itself, but we do have ribbons.
Ribbons, yes. Yeah, I was going to say we have ribbons. And then the end date to upgrade the badges, sooner is better, but as long as you do it probably before April, you're probably okay. That's from Stallman.
yeah. Just so that everyone's aware, all the Brony Chef meals are available for purchase on the registration page.
Yes.
So if you go back to your confirmation email, after you registered to get your badge from BABSCon, you can go back into the registration email and you can add on any or all of the Brony Chef's meals, and you can also, I think, add on Marshall Brony workshops.
Yes, you
through
can.
that.
And if you're having an issue with the registration system, you can send an email to events and registration. I prefer you to send both because I see both, but I might miss them with what you're looking to purchase, and I can always send you an invoice for it and add it after the fact.
Awesome. And I know that we've got, I think, about a fourth of the dinners are sold, and a few brunches. And so if you want to get a Brony Chef meal, you know, the hype is beginning. People are starting to think about what do they want to do at the convention. So it's time to reserve your spot at the table for a villainous good time.
Yeah, it's
Simply put, buy our food.
It's about a quarter of the dinners and a quarter of the lunches are gone.
Now, aren't you guys planning to do some special events with your guests your guests of honor?
Yes, we'll have, so for guests of honor, there will be panels and programming happening. So they will be a part of programming throughout the weekend. They will also be featured in our autograph lounges, and there's a sponsored tier meet and greet with guests of honor that happen for everybody. It's all the sponsored tier levels. The higher sponsors, of which I think there are still a couple of them available at the Noble and Galactic level, I believe that a meal with guest of honor is one of the perks. So
What makes that meet and greet different from the regular autograph one?
well, the autographs, you buy a voucher to go and have something autographed. The meet and greet, the reception, the guest of honor reception for the sponsor tier is basically an hors d'oeuvre and drinks reception with the guests of honor.
Okay, I see. Nice.
You get to rub elbows with the upper crust.
But it's not an opportunity for autographs and stuff. It's really just sort of
I see.
Reception.
Now, is someone about to speak before I jump in?
Go for it, Cruiser.
Okay, so you can only get this if you buy that badge, if you buy that sponsored tier badge, right?
The guest of honor reception?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's going to be your only choice, people. It's not a separate ticket thing. So
No,
hurry up.
it's a sponsor. But autograph vouchers will be available throughout the weekend to use in Quills and Sofas, our autograph space.
And now there's my cat.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. The guest of honor dinner, I think it's going to be a lunch this year, is only at the Galactic Pony level. The guest of honor reception is for the High Society, Crystal Pony, Noble, and Galactic levels.
So what was how did the decision come about to actually get your first non-pony guest? Because Miss Griffin, she's done like fan projects of Pony, but not an actual episode.
Well, I think because we're doing BABSCon and beyond, and because we've watched many of the industry guests of honor we've had in the past move on to do some other pretty awesome projects, we thought that was a great way to sort of reach. I think that there's a number of the guests of honor who have a synergy with each other and the types of programming that they're involved with, whether they're writing or voice acting. And I think that the way that they're going to be presenting with one another at the con will help folks see how it sort of all works together. To take us, like we are ensconced in the fandom that we all love, and we're ready to like go beyond. And it's very similar to what many of the artists have had to also look at, like what other amazing projects do they want to be involved in. But don't forget, we also have Andy Price coming And he is going to be the person doing season 10 in the IDW comics.
That I'm looking forward to. I am a big fan of the comic book series. Matter of fact, the very first time I went to Evergreen Northwest, I brought like a giant stack of his comics to have signed. But the funnier part was trying to bring all these pony toys through airport security. I sent my luggage through that little X-ray machine, and they go, "Sir, we're going to look inside your suitcase." Like, oh boy, this is going to be interesting. And sure enough, and then he does that slow head turn, like, can you tell I'm going to a con? Ponies. Don't knock until you try it. All right, you go.
I had a similar situation to that previous week going to a con, only it was 144 kazoos stowed in a laptop bag.
My situation was a fursuit.
My situation was walking through an airport in a green suit and tie with a turtle-themed top hat. I got called a leprechaun a lot. I don't know why.
See, I'd be calling you Green Willy Wonka. That's what I'd be doing.
I had a similar situation at a Smash tournament just yesterday, like where I had to explain to somebody what a brony convention is.
Trying to explain a lot of this stuff when you're walking through airports. Honestly, I'm old enough to the point where I just no longer care. I'm 34 years old. I do not care anymore. It's like, yeah, ponies.
Well, usually the one thing I say is just it's kind of like a Comic-Con but smaller, and they just let me go. I'm not lying, just that once in a while it takes less time to kind of twist a bit the truth than to tell the guy, yeah, it's a My Little Pony convention in San Francisco that I've been to for years. And yeah, it's actually good enough to be, something that people would want to go to an event for. So yeah, no, I don't bring
Maybe it's
drugs.
just because I'm female presenting. I've never had that situation. Like, I've traveled with all kinds of pony stuff. I've traveled with all kinds of pony cosplay, art, everything, plushies. I've never been stopped and questioned. So maybe it's just because I'm female presenting.
That might
it's
be
not
it.
questioned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always just have flyers in my hat, and I'm like, well, go to BABSCon.
Oh, my God. That is brilliant, sir.
The
they're like in the
time
right
I've ever
place.
been questioned is when somebody asked me to buy this guy right here. They're like, "Oh, can I buy that? My daughter would love it." And I was like, "Yeah, $300." And they're like, "Why would I pay that when I can just go to the store?" And I'm like, "Go to the store then."
Exactly.
The only time I've ever had an issue with the TSA was with that right there. This raised a few questions with them.
What is that?
What is that?
It's
I would ask what that is.
The one question I'm always getting whenever I talk about the convention is, are you getting a costume? Because of course they think I'm gonna dress like a pony at cons.
I dress like a dragon at the cons. Does that count?
What is that
That's
from?
cool.
Yeah, what is that? Where's that from?
Actually, this is a custom-made thing my friend made for me for my cosplay.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So it's not from any IP then?
It looks a lot like Dead Space, and I've had several people ask that one.
Yeah, I just asked that right now.
The only other time I've ever been stopped by TSA when going through security and to various cons is I'm actually one of the few people who still owns a Nintendo Virtual Boy.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my lord! Bring that to the arcade.
Please
Bring that to the arcade just for the novelty. I mean, we already have a Sega CD and a 32X for the novelty as it is.
I just made because as someone who's a bit of a 3D enthusiast, I can honestly say it's actually not that bad. In matter of fact, I was doing research on it, and turns out the thing doesn't cause seizures or eye strain. What happened was that Nintendo was in such a rush to get this thing out that they sent it to a lab to have it get tested, and they were just waiting like Sonic. I'm waiting. But they weren't fast enough, so they just released it, put all those warnings on it, and then they get the information back from the lab that no, it doesn't cause eye strain or seizures. But people believe it, and it's and the placebo effect is so strong it can actually cause harm as well. So
Well,
whoops.
There's also the fact it's kind of uncomfortable because the thing is that you don't have a strap behind the head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is one legitimate pain related complaint is that it can hurt your neck. So what I did when I played it is that I just lay on my bed and put the thing right on my face. Just start
Do you mean the Virtual Boy? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I have a
That
virtual.
can cause seizures. There are people who are light sensitive. That can cause seizures. It's not going to cause seizures in everybody, but the people who are light sensitive.
I'm just
Well,
talking
that's just
about,
like video games in general, not just the
Yeah.
Virtual Boy.
Hey, Keedy. This was at the time. So what people's eyes are like with now, it might be a different story.
Yeah.
I'm going to interrupt. I'm going to hit the pause button here and just check in with Nate to see if anybody has any comments or questions that we should take a look at.
Are we going to announce other community guests? Is a question in chat right now.
Oh, fabulous. Harry, can we bring up the community guest slideshow? It's coming.
All right. It's coming.
You know, the last 2 years, I could have run through the community guests by heart, and this year, not happening.
AC Race Best in Saber Spark.
Of course.
No whacking. I know.
Jesse Nowak. Yeah, if we go, it's just easier to go through because then we don't accidentally miss anybody.
The
That's
Brony
no
Chef.
fun.
Cosmic Melody, My Little Jedi, and I missed him. Donna Simpson. Donna Simpson. No whacking.
Oh, Dana
Ace
Simpson.
no whacking. Yeah.
Do you know? So hold on, slow down, because I want to try to get people represented.
I'm trying to go through this slideshow. It's going by quick.
It does go by quick. But so anyways, Dana Simpson is going to be there again. She's the author of Phoebe and Her Unicorn. Cosmic Melody will be one of our cosplayers coming. She's also one of the regular members of the Semi Perfect podcast. My Little Jedi. Sophie, are you rainbowing this year?
I will probably be dusting off the Rainbow Dash outfit if I still fit in it, because I've put on a little bit of weight. But
I hear we have an amazingly massive group this year coming.
I want to say we've got 10 or 15 of us.
Yeah, so fabulous, amazing group of folks from ages like 7 or 8 up to adults. Twinkie Pond will be another one of our cosplayers coming. Twinkie Pond and Cosmic Melody are going to be working together on Sunday to present a cosplay and positivity panel. Our theme this year is that cosplay is for everybody. Shelley Jackson of Clockwork Monster, Midnight Sonata, will be joining us. If you don't know who she is the other half. She is what the Will Stadair will probably call his better half.
Yes,
Chocolate
good
Pony,
old Kitty Pattison.
Choco will be there again this year. Renard, who created My Little Karaoke, Singing is Magic, will be here all the way from France.
Man.
Yeah, I'm sort of excited about that. Dr. Wolf, Fold Papers is going to join us. He hasn't been with us for the last few years, so it's great to have him join us. He'll be emceeing alongside Dusty Cat during our live auction. Watch Pony, Ice Heart. Ice Heart is here with us in the stream. So is the Concert Cruiser. Everybody remembers the Railroad Brony? They'll be setting up a model train set again this year. I think they're also going to be doing a game, some kind of train game.
Yes, who
Fire
could
Pro
forget the railroad bronies? Because it's just fun to watch their train go around and around.
I'm a sucker for a train set, I tell you.
Yeah.
Fire Pro Comedy Alliance. I don't know if any of you saw them in 2018. They do stand-up comedy. They've mostly done it. There's a lot of comedy and stand-up competitions that happen in anime conventions. They came last year. Lamar participated in, I think, BABSCon Sings, and didn't know any pony songs and had to learn some. And so anyways, they're going to be back again. They're funny. If you need to just go and laugh after hours, highly recommend it. Jesse Nowak is joining us from the East Coast. Thrilled to have Jesse coming this year. Commentary is Magic will once again be ruling the collector card game room, Copper Chip CCG. There's the East Core production logo. Is that what the patch is going to look like?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I have mock-ups somewhere I'd show you guys, but I don't know where they are. Like I said, everything's kind of being packed up right now. But they're really fun. On the 23rd, I'm going to be doing a live stream on the East Corp channel if anybody wants to watch. I'm going to be recording, actually making those, because the 23rd is my birthday, so I figured I'd do a birthday stream.
There you go.
Well, happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Oh gosh.
Better to be.
I'm older than I look, I promise.
Oh my.
Book Hearted will be back. Greg Dog, Duster Dawn House, and Treebird will be back. They've got a couple of different panels, including the Read It and Weep panel, which I think they are now calling the Read It and Weep in Space panel. They also are going to be doing the cereal bar breakfast again in Silver Span Salon, I believe, on Saturday morning.
Oh, I think that's the one you have me on, right?
Yeah, I think you're going to hang out with them.
Yeah.
Saber Spark and AC Race Fest will once again be back.
Yep, they are a package deal.
Sort of, more or less. Yeah. We have Clear Skies coming, the creator of Roan RPG, along with Baron Angle, who has done the art for Roan RPG. Silver Quill. What more can we say? Silver Quill. And
One of my
Dusty
favorite games
Cat.
to watch.
Love Dusty Cat's picture this year because he truly is the manliest brony.
Yes, world's manliest brony.
Yasho, one of our animators, will be joining Minty Root. Minty, go ahead and plug the film you were a part of this year.
Actually, that was last year. Yeah, I was a VFX artist in Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and the year before I was on Aquaman. Since I don't want to spoil the movie for people, of course I won't go too much in depth, but I have two panels actually where I will talk about fan animation in the fandom, but I will also explore the idea of actually working in the industry, all the stuff I've learned in the fandom and all the stuff that I've learned in the industry and how both tend to connect.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, when I was getting involved with concerts, I pretty much learned, I guess you could say, on the job, because you guys are familiar with the term street teaming, right?
Sort of.
Okay, basically for the uninitiated, the street teaming with bands and concerts back then is you would volunteer for, say, like a band street team or a record label street team or a tour street team, and normally they would send you what's called swag, promotional stickers, flyers, buttons, to just kind of hand out to people saying, hey, come to this event, come to the show, come to this concert. And you would basically take pictures of your work and submit it to them, and in return you would get cool rewards. And one of the cooler things that happened with me is I actually got not only free tickets to concerts, but I also got backstage meet and greets with some of these bands. I've had the pleasure of meeting like Korn, Linkin Park before Chester died, Trivium, and it was doing all of that I kind of learned to work on the job, and hopefully soon I'll get more of an idea of what it's. There's a buzz keep coming in. Is that? Anybody else hear that?
Yeah, I hear that.
It's coming from your end, Baba Discord.
Yes, I hear it from her too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. That was killing me. So I'm hoping that I can actually learn to know more and just also kind of tell people some of my experiences who want to, try to get into such a thing, because you do learn how to network when you're doing this type of thing. And BRB.
All right, I'm going to go back to just sort of our community guest list. EG Studios will be there, also an animator, also been dabbling in a bit of analyst stuff on YouTube, I think. Thespio, otherwise known as the Wilstonator, will be back this year, along with Sweetie Bloom, Josh Scorcher, Aramau, the Fiery Secretary. The Marshall Bronies will be joining us. They will be doing both their martial arts workshop, a relationship panel, and a dance workshop. Scope is going to join us. He will scowl. He will try to be a convention killer. He will be snarky. We're thrilled to have Scope join us.
He's a sweetheart.
I know. He just has his angry eyes on.
I've seen him smile, and I've heard him laugh. He will deny it, but I made him laugh.
Nice. Mummified Tony's going to join us. He's going to be bringing some of the panel and content that he has brought to his social media platforms. Fiora the Tank Girl is going to be back. She's got a couple of collaborations she's doing panel-wise, as well as I think she's vending, so she'll have some of her Fallout Equestria volumes. David Silver, we were lovely enough to have him join us for the live stream. Lightning Bliss, Blissy will be back again this year in her wonderful rainbow happy self.
Just make sure not to call her cute.
No, she's not cute. She's not cute. She's just seriously rainbow-licious. Rainbow Dashie is joining us. We're very excited because we're getting to know Rainbow as a staff member of BABSCon this year as well. Princess Deadpool will be back again. And we're actually going to let him have a panel and be raucous along with the Barcast. We'll be interviewing and causing mayhem and doing all kinds of stuff. Some guy with a turtle. There's some guy with a turtle. And
the best
I have no idea who you're talking about.
It's just some guy with a turtle.
Yeah,
So
just some
that's
random turtle.
So there's our community guest list. I hope you guys are excited about. Like, my thing is, like, how do you guys decide what panels to go to and what to have to miss? How hard is that for people?
Spin a wheel, throw a dart.
I signed up for a lot, so I don't have to choose. It's scheduled for me.
Clone yourself. It's easy.
I think it really just depends on the block you put it on, because I found that Escort personally hasn't really had any issues with people, coming and watching, except for when you put us during Mayhem, then we did have issues. So
Nate,
I think it really depends.
Nate, do I see you asking, are there some questions from the stream?
We got more for ghosts.
No, Alex has been trying to ask if we can do another little bit with the guests of honor, and so I've been trying to like make room for that at some point.
To announce our guests of honor?
No, hold. Apparently, he needs a restart. There goes that idea. Please continue with your normal program.
Okie dokie then.
But going off that
So,
question of
did the brony chef ever make it back?
Nope, not apparently.
Just gone from the face of the earth.
he can't tell us more yummy words.
He
Makes me upset.
he is a functional chef and is maintaining like 3 or 4 different projects. So who knows? He may have gotten a really critical or emergency call.
Baba, you have buzzing coming out of your mic. Just so you know.
I'm so sorry. I'm not sure why all of a sudden.
Are you getting
I'm
text
gonna go
messages?
on.
Because if you're getting text messages, it might be giving feedback.
Who knows?
So what I miss?
Everything.
You missed
Yeah,
everything.
me too.
Well,
A couple guests, a couple community guests and guests of honor and events, and we just a little bit.
In the meantime, mind if we make room for Alex to give more GOHs or more GOH stuff? Anyone?
GOH is what?
Guest
What
of
does
honor?
Alex
Guest of honor.
want?
Oh, by all means, go ahead.
Says, will the tattoo booth for the vendor hall will be there?
Yes.
Ooh.
Actually, if Alex from BIPR is on the stream, if he could shoot me some comments on Slack, I can respond there.
Oh, well.
Let me know what he
am gonna
wants us
take
to
off.
announce.
We are gonna go and do some fun stuff, some late Valentine's Day stuff. It's exciting.
Oh, you mean Singles Awareness Day?
Oh, I'm not single,
Dude.
so sucks to suck, my dude. No, I'm joking.
Ouch.
I'm
but
not
yeah,
alone. I
thank
have a
you
turtle.
so much for having me on.
I have a cat.
Looney, I miss you so much. I'm so excited to see you again, my dude. Bye, everybody. See you
Have a
at
good-
BABSCon.
Goodbye. Good luck with your move.
Thanks.
And I believe Alex was about to say something before we talked about her.
Oh yeah. Hi everyone. Just popping in here real quick. I'm Alex. I'm the director of VIP relations for BABSCon, helping us deliver amazing guest of honor experiences. Just wanted to, give some little teases for who else we've got coming left who hasn't been announced yet.
Are you getting Buzz Lightyear?
Oh.
Oh.
What about Woody? I want Woody.
Are you getting Kelly Sheridan?
Who?
Exactly.
I cannot confirm or deny any
What about
VIP
Rebecca Schweitzer?
However,
The immortal words of Tim Allen.
I can give you some little teases for who is coming right now.
Okay,
So,
then.
we are still going beyond with our guests of honor. Gray Griffin is not the only one visiting the Pony World from elsewhere. We have guests who have made it to the end of the show's run and have had even a little time in Hollywood. We in VIP relations have made sure that our guests of honor are as flashy as possible. And who knows? We've got who knows? We could even have like more guests of honor than we even thought that we would have.
I know who it is.
You keep that to yourself, mister.
Well, you say that you've found some people from Hollywood. Wait, does that mean I'm a guest of honor? I've made it in Hollywood.
Yeah, some of our guests of honor have had a time in Hollywood.
Okay, let's actually do something fun. What's perhaps a non-pony guest you actually would like to see attend a pony convention at some point? Doesn't have to be just Babs. It could be anybody.
Oh my god!
I want to put that out to the.
Where do I start?
I'd like to put that out to the live stream.
Literally
Who
any
would you
voice
like
actor from
to
Team
see?
Fortress 2.
I'm just going to turn my mic on and leave it on while we wait for the responses. Please continue.
For me personally, just being a music guy, there's actually one particular artist that I have really liked for some time, and I would really hope that I can get a signed vinyl from this person, and it's C418, the guy who did the Minecraft soundtrack. That thing sounds beautiful, and I would love nothing more than to meet him and have him sign a record for me.
So far, we've got I'm going to butcher this name, Vuk Miningana and Sonny Westbrook.
Oh, Vic Mignogna.
Sonny Westbrook. Funny
Sonny
thing about
Westbrook.
she met her at a Ponyville Cider Fest. Didn't need to talk to me for about 5 to 10 minutes in the autograph hall, but she did. She's delightful. She'd be a lovely convention guest.
Oh yeah, she is so she's so fantastic. Just so bubbly and just so full of energy. Love her.
Mm-hmm. Can you give? I'm not that quite familiar with her. Can you actually give some examples of some of her work?
Cozy Glow.
Oh, yeah. Might know her as Cozy Glow for one.
I said outside of Pony, so I figured, people be submitting guests that have nothing to do with Pony.
My suggestion, my dark horse, and this is a bit of older pony, yeah, a little bit of older pony trivia included here. Tony Sampson, who if people don't know who he is, most well known as Eddie from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Mm-hmm.
But a particular interesting fact, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've seen enough old and made fun of enough older pony era cartoons to know that in My Little Ponytails, Tony Sampson voiced Teddy.
This is 100% true. Yes.
So in a way, he's both pony and non-pony at the same time, and also a very essential part of multiple generations of my childhood and early adulthood. So he'd be a dream come true, but it's a pipe dream. But that'd be awesome.
And not only that, but he also has reemerged as an EDM artist or electronica musical artist. He's actually on Spotify right now. Just look him up, Tony Sampson. And I don't know that much about electronica music. So while his music does sound at least interesting to me, you guys definitely give him a listen and check him out.
Also mentioned, we have Lena Hall and Kath Soucy, the voice of Sally Acorn.
Oh, a Sonic guest. Interesting, actually.
I mean, hey, since we're going to space,
I know earlier I said literally any actor from Team Fortress 2, but I think the one that would make the most sense would be Grant Goodeve. Because, like, before that, he was in a couple of movies in Hollywood. I don't remember which ones. And he is the voice of the engineer. And it would make so much sense for him to come on because of the whole And Beyond thing. Because, he also voiced in Hollywood. And how Team Fortress 2 surprisingly had such a huge impact on the fandom as a whole. With, like, all the custom servers and then Analysis Anarchy and whatnot. I think he would make the most sense in that regard.
Okay.
By the way,
I
was going to say that hint earlier that Alex provided. I'm enough of a film snob to have worked it out at this point, but again, no spoilers.
I appreciate that.
The one non-pony voice actor I really like to see is Quentin Flynn. If any of you know who that is.
Can't say that I do.
The name sounds familiar.
Oh boy.
We've also got Nancy Cartwright and Caitlin Glass. Somebody said Markiplier.
Oh boy.
Oh no, how's this one for you? How about Ron Swanson?
Yes, of course.
Get my spirit animal there. Or even better, like have someone cosplay as him at BABSCon. Like,
oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
What am I doing here?
That was a very good. That was a very good impression of Scope you just did, Cruiser.
Yeah, my cat just flipped out for some reason.
Side note, since we have Scope, who's going to be in charge of making sure he doesn't kill the convention?
Oh boy.
We have
can
a specific elite team monitoring Scope at all times.
Okay.
Invisibrony.
Don't fail us.
Yes, and yeah. Do we have eyes on Invisibrony? Who knows?
Nobody knows.
One person I'm really looking forward to meeting is you said her name was Gail Simone, right? Who wrote the Dark Before Dawn episode.
Yeah, that's right. We have comic legend.
Because here's the thing: everyone loves that Luna Celestia episode, and I'm someone who's from Florida. Okay, Orlando is just 2 hours away. That is the tourist mecca right there, and she defined the two types of tourists perfectly. There's the one that wants to get out and have an adventure, and the one who just wants to kick back and relax by the pool. And I gotta say, I'm with Celestia on this one. If I'm going to be in Disney or in Orlando, I want to do something I can only do in Orlando. I can relax here at home anytime. So that episode hit home for me pretty good.
We also have a guest of Scene Airs.
YouTuber.
Yeah.
I at first I'm thinking, like, did you really get the Shoopy-Doo Shoopy-Doo choir?
That would be a major get.
Annoying song as that is, I'm someone who actually does have a lot of mad respect for the previous generations of the show, because we would not have had G4 if it wasn't for what they started decades ago. So regardless of what you think of G1, 2, 3, and for the record, I count Tails as G2. Friendship is Magic wouldn't be here without them.
As someone who's had to watch them tons of times over to find material for panels, I can confirm I've gained an appreciation for them. Except
Those are my
Newborn
childhood.
Cuties.
I've reacted to some episodes
Oh
as well.
boy, Newborn Cuties.
I've had to watch that double-digit amount of times.
We don't
I had to watch it because I was
Right answer,
very
Alex.
curious. And I'm still amazed by the fact that they use the same animation software for G4 and Newborn Cuties.
It's true.
Yep.
I dread watching that because I know Evan's going to have me watch it at some point.
Well, you need to, because it's that interesting for the wrong reasons.
Interesting is the right word.
It's kind of like a fever dream.
Okay. Oh God, I am. I
it
am
just
dreading
proves that it's not the software; it's how you use it.
Yeah.
I am dreading the day Evan makes me watch that thing.
Oh, you'll enjoy it. Trust me.
I've managed to avoid it so far. I feel like I'm going to have to watch it due to Thoth.
That's a Thoth recommendation.
But I like the suggestion though of Nancy Cartwright. That's actually a good one because she also was in G1.
Yeah,
That's
right.
She played Dusky.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know Richard Adler was also in G1 as well. And a lot of people may know him as the voice of Ickis from Real Monsters. He was in there as well. I'm not that quite familiar with some of the rest of the voice cast, but I'm hoping one day that perhaps maybe the rest of the Brony fandom will respect them enough to the point where they'll want them at some of these Pony conventions, and we can say our thanks for what they did for Pony in its early years.
I mean, I think that's already not to go too far into side chatter, but I think that's already happening with having guests like, Bonnie Zackerly herself at conventions. I think there's definitely appreciation for the roots of the series, not just Friendship is Magic, and hopefully that continues.
Yeah, she was also great to me at BronyCon because, for one thing, I've often considered her what I call the creator of creators, because she created the line and Lauren Faust basically picked up the horns, I guess you could say, and inspired all of this. And not to mention also, when it comes to like those early 80s cartoons, it's amazing how much the sculptors were seen as sort of the rock stars of that fandom, the people who sculpted the toys. Because I got a friend of mine who is a toy collector, and he would go on and on about how sculpting, like either Pony, GI Joe, or professional wrestlers were made. And it's amazing how much they have their own fandom as well. It's rather fascinating. And as John Delancey said, none of this would happen without the internet.
It's true.
None of this.
It's actually funny you mentioned that. I forgot to mention programming that I'd be a part of. A couple of sports bronies acquired me to be on a sports bronies panel at BABSCon as well.
Red card, gotcha.
Yeah, he's been on a few of my, he's been attending a few of my panels over the years, and now I gotta return the favor along with Balto and Taylor. Glimmerglang
Yeah.
represent, by the way.
I
But, yeah.
thought that was the one that Taylor was going to be in. It's kind of exciting. Nice.
He grabbed me, convinced me this past weekend, so now I'll be bringing some New York flair to that. Enjoy that.
Nice.
Yeah, I've seen. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Speaking of being grabbed, hey Harry, can you run our little help wanted spot? None of this happens without our amazing staff. And just so you know, every single staff person at BABSCon is a volunteer. We're completely volunteer fan convention, and we always need more volunteers. I think that currently we still have Alex. Does VIPR need folks? Did we lose Alex?
He appears to be frozen in place.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. What's my name?
Yeah. Do we still need staff for VIPR?
Oh, of course, yes. Hey, everyone out there. Alex, the director for VIP Relations for BABSCon. If you or someone that you know believes that they are worthy, I guess you could say, to take on the challenge of being in what could be one of the most ambitious departments of any convention, come on by VIP Relations. Myself and my second captain will teach you everything that you need to know, and also help deal with any intimidation that you might be feeling about, being, in person with the guests of honor, taking care of other business with the guests of honor. It can be really rewarding and a whole lot of fun. If you feel like you want to be more productive in your convention experience, VIP Relations is a perfect way to go, because depending on where you work, you could be working like for the entire day, or like a nice good portion of a day, kind of like a work day, so that you feel like you accomplished something, and then you get to I guess clock off and enjoy the convention after you're done working. So it's pretty ambitious for some, but it can be very rewarding, and you could make a lot of great memories. So what's that?
Sorry. Well, I was going to ask, are there any perks to volunteering?
Why, I'm glad you asked. There are.
Yes,
Every
tell them.
staff person, they get a 3-day badge, access to staff feed. We feed our staff meals and snacks all through the day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hats off to the hospitality crew. I think some of them are on the live feed. Also, HR, our HR department, the department who takes care of all the staff, gets them all checked in, gives them their badges. You get access to staff meals. You also get staff swag. In some years, that's been a special lanyard. It's been a special T-shirt. We also provide you'll have a badge that's artwork just for our staff group. You get to work with us. I mean, come on, like how fun is that?
Sorry.
Those are the benefits. The departments that we also have that are still really looking for help at con would be our HR department, especially Thursday evening and the first part of the day on Friday. I think registration is going to need some people to help out. If you've ever stood in a long reg line, you know why having great reg staff is important. The charity team could use a couple of staff. Children's programming could probably use a couple of staff. Ricky Ray, you're on the stream. How is Arcade doing for staffing?
We're pretty much all covered when it comes to staffing. My team's I got all the guys that I could need. My guy who's the former lead for BronyCon's arcade is 100% confirmed coming. He's going to be bringing along a lot of the stuff we're going to be needing for our events. And yeah, I really don't have any extra staffing need at the moment.
So tell us about Arcade this year. What's going on?
I am glad you asked because I actually kind of sort of prepared an impromptu statement here.
Please tell us.
What's going on, guys? I'm Ricky Ray. I'm the arcade lead for BABSCon for the 5th year in a row. We've got a lot of good stuff lined up for everybody at Buttons Arcade this year. The collection of hardware and software is still growing. We've got tons and tons of stuff, both modern and classic, ready to play for anybody at any time. PlayStation 4, OG Xbox, NES, even the Sega Genesis complete with a Sega CD and 32X, and that's not even half of the consoles that we have. We've also got a custom-built Forza Motorsport driving simulator, an 8-player Smash Ultimate setup. We're working on gathering resources for a Rock Band setup that's been requested several times. And we've even got screens with empty Nintendo Switch docks for anyone to use with their own console. Like you just walk into the arcade and you're just carrying your Nintendo Switch on you. You could just plop it on into one of the empty docks and you could just go. And those screens are also used for several of our events, but a little bit more on that later. It's an extra special year for us because we've got Yotes Games joining us in the arcade. Now, they're the guys who are developing the Pokemon and MLP-inspired game Battle Gem Ponies, and it's going to be on Steam. They're getting really close to completion, and they're going to be hosting 2 panels. They're going to be vending in the arcade room, and they'll even have a playable demo of their game all weekend long in there. So if you want to try it out, come to Buttons Arcade basically anytime. We also have theme nights, just to name one of them. On Friday, there's Pinky's Party Games Night, where we'll feature large multiplayer games like Mario Party, Towerfall Ascension, and, yes, Jackbox. We're also planning on having an 8-player Mario Kart Double Dash LAN setup for that night only. And we also have tournaments. Barnyard Rumble at BABSCon on Friday night for them's Fighting Herds, and Settled It at Babs on Saturday afternoon for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the top 3 in both of those tournaments will face off on the main stage of the con on Saturday night, I believe, before Nayham, to determine the overall champions. Both tournaments will have matches live streamed thanks to Offbeat, who's the former arcade lead for BronyCon. He's going to be bringing all of his streaming equipment along with him to make that possible. And there will also be live commentary for an esports-like experience. If you want to participate in either of them, we're going to be opening registration shortly after the official release of the con schedule. Anyone of any perceived skill level is allowed and encouraged to compete, and that's including staff. So if you have like the time off and you want to compete, go right on ahead. Spots are limited though, so you got to sign up ASAP, and unless you want to be on the wait list. But if you think you're not good enough, do keep this in mind. Settle It at Babs has been going on for 5 years now, and it has had a different champion
every single year. And the first ever champion was a waitlister. And I really hope I didn't cut off at any point in that little speech of mine.
I heard you loud and clear, Ricky Ray. I hope everyone else did, because there's amazing, exciting stuff happening in the arcade.
And I'll look into bringing my Virtual Boy for you guys too.
Hook that into the Switch.
Good luck.
And I think, we talked about the arcade. Want to talk about tabletop gaming a little bit. In addition to running the BABSCon RPG, we will be running Red Dragon Inn. We will probably also have a celebrity Red Dragon Inn. Sweetie Bloom and Silver Quill have agreed to do a celebrity TSSSFF session one of the evenings. Who knows who's got that? It's Twilight Secret Ship Fic
Twilight
folder.
Sparkle Secret Ship Fic folder.
Thank
There
you.
we go.
Yeah. And they're really excited to do that. And I think whether you watch everybody play or participate, anytime we get our community guests together to play, whether it's Red Dragon Inn or that thing you just said, Nate, it's fun. It's fun to watch. It's fun to play with them. And, I think coming together as a fandom and as friends to play together is a really, really fabulous thing to be able to do. We've got about 15 minutes left on our live stream, and I'm wondering, does anybody, am I missing something really important? Sophie, Alex, anybody, Nate, what am I not saying?
By the way, come to Babs.
Yeah,
Oh,
by
yeah.
the way, go to the Bay Area Brony Spectacular, an amazing convention with some amazing people.
Is that the new con meme? Is that the new one?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe.
There is, I would like to say that with the Mystery Skulls announcement, there is today a 15% off deal on badges, including 1 days. If you go online and you check out any of the announcements on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, you'll see what that deal is. I don't have anybody from sponsor relations, but I do know that if you guys are getting excited and you think that you might want to get a piece of some of that guest of honor special events going on, I believe there are still most of the upper tier sponsor. There's a few badges left in each of those. And you can always upgrade your badge. Upgrades are included in the sales. Impact your upgrade as well. Oh, I know what I haven't mentioned. Does everybody know that we have a store online? If you wanted to get a little bit of BABSCon swag before the con, go to our, let me get our Etsy store up. Anybody have that URL off the top? Oh, I'll find it for us. Anyways, you can order stuff. I would tell people to be mindful that there are some things on our online platform that because they come over from over the pond, that they're on hold because of the viral outbreak that's happening in China. For any of you who have been concerned about the coronavirus outbreak, we will be following whatever precautions and information that the hotel receives as a result of any concern. So for now, we're not concerned. We tell everybody to bathe and Purell on a regular basis, and hopefully.
Remember 621.
621. What is 621, Nate?
621. is 6 hours of sleep a day, 2 full meals, and we're not talking Doritos and Mountain Dew, and 1 shower. Please, for the love of Celestia, 1 shower and deodorant.
If you forget any of these, don't forget that one. Shower, please. You do
Speaking of
stink
which-
after days.
Speaking of which, isn't one of your vendors actually a dealer in like bath bombs and body wash? And
Oh, the fizzy bath bomb people are not going to be there as a vendor this year. They will be making fizzy unicorn horns in the children's program. So they'll be around, and maybe you can do some like negotiating for bath bombs. But think about it. The 6 and the 2 are for you, and the 1 is for the rest of us, right?
Yeah.
So you get to sleep and you eat well to keep yourself happy, and you do the last one to keep the other couple thousand people happy.
trust me, guys, like we'll be here for 3 days. You'll have time to do whatever you want. Just take a shower first.
It takes 5 minutes at the least to shower. You'll have time.
You can shower in only 5 minutes? I need like a half an hour.
Well, it depends on how much hair you have. The less hair you
Oh,
have, the
it's
less
not just that. Is that, you need to take a shower, but you also need to think deeply about life, about what you're going to do in the day, what is good, what is evil. You need to have your own personal conversation in your head while showering.
Existential crises.
Is that the panel on like shower meditation, the philosophy of life with Minty Root?
I mean, we could do one if you want.
Hey guys.
Hey, shower thoughts are a big aesthetic, man.
Yeah.
Nate, go ahead.
One thing to remember, these are minimums. You can go up. You can do 2 showers a day, 3 showers a day. Well, be conscientious of how much water you're using, but you can have 4 meals a day if you want to.
Well, it's a
And
hotel, so
it's
you don't
not
have
gonna
to
kill
pay
you.
for the hot water.
I'm diabetic. I gotta eat something like every 6 hours. That's usually the rule with this thing. But I'll always have something on me.
Okay, so if you go to the BABSCon website, babscon.com, all the way at the far right end of the menu, you'll see stuff to buy. You'll find our con store there. And I believe that currently there might be a sale going on at the con store. Yes, I believe there's a 10% off sale going on currently in our con store, the official BABSCon con store.
Yes, and you can get some amazing things like T-shirts, bags, stickers, mugs, and so much more.
And the link is in the stream chat and this chat for all those who care.
Oh, wait, we have a store. Ooh.
Will you guys be
Yes,
having?
we have a store.
Will you guys have those little pins? Do you have new designs for this year?
I don't know yet. Stefan has not yet revealed the con store merchandise that will be at the convention. So we all wait for that. But keep an eye on our social media because we're hoping to put some pictures of what's coming. When we see them, we will post them.
Excellent. Yeah, I got a few from Everfree. It's about time I get some from BABSCon.
You have to familiarize yourself with our ponies. You get a Golden Gates, a Silver Stan, a Copper Chip. Then there's always like Little Bonita.
See, I would ask like who what would we name some Florida ponies? But I think it might be too easy.
Hey guys,
what's up?
Has anyone seen Richter scales recently? But it's...
I have not. Do we have a Richter scale?
Oh, you mean the dragon who doesn't even breathe fire?
Also, Sophie, if you're saying something, I can't quite hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear anything from Sophie either, but her lips are moving.
Yeah, I can't hear anything from you either, Sophie.
Let's try this again. Hi.
There we go. Now we hear your amazing voice.
Apparently, my thing turned off my microphone because I hadn't used it in a while. I'll have to fix that. No. I believe Richter Scales is featured in the pre-con. I'm trying to think how they set it up this year. I'm not directly involved with theme this year, guys. Hi, so I don't really have much control over this. But yeah, I think there was, I forget what the plan was for Richter Scales this year. I've actually been talking with the performer for Richter Scales off and on. Unfortunately, they will not be at the con. They can't really afford it. So I will unfortunately miss hanging out with them. But as far as I know, there are plans for drone, 97, I think it was. Or Richter Scales. Actually, so there was a Richter Scales at one point, but we don't know when he was replaced with a drone, which could be a story all of in and of itself. So,
Theme, get on it.
Yeah, well,
still pushing for a Aftershock side story.
Yeah, and Aftershock and Foreshock side stories would be good. Both of them like have their own journey. You have you have Richter Scales, you have Diablo's side story. He has his whole thing, but there's only so much time, and we can only focus on so many characters. And most people, like, it's weird. These characters were created with hints of their backstory, and then people went and wanted to do other things with them, and I'm just like, really?
Just like Mark Hamill.
Really?
Ooh.
So we'll see what the theme has cooked up for us this year. I know that they have plans. Please keep an eye on our social media. I know they're going to be doing a lot of things with social media in the next month or two. It's not going to be as expansive as a theme engagement as it was in previous years, just simply because a combination of time and burnout, and you know, it's hard to figure out where to take a story when it's got to fit within the confines of what the convention's overall theme is. And that's also been a pretty big stumbling block. But like I said, they got plans. I'm excited to see them execute. So it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Sophie, for representing the theme department. We've got like just a few more minutes, and I'm wondering if we could just ask each of our community guests to just give a little final shout out or a little final bit of hype. Starting with let's start with Cruiser.
Yeah, come on the BABSCon, guys. This is going to be a blast. We are going, not only am I going to be bringing the music, we also got people bringing the tunes, and we also got the Maestro of Friendship, Daniel Ingram, coming. And of course, the Princess of the Sun, Princess Celestia, who always graces her presence over California.
Thank you so much. And thanks for joining us tonight. Can't wait to meet you in April.
Looking forward to meeting you too.
Thoth, what you got to say?
I have more to say than just that. I just want to say I'm tremendously excited to be out there. Me and Ace both are tremendously excited. Third time we've been community guests at a con. We appreciate it each time as much as the first, and we're just gonna come out there and try and entertain you and make sure the hour you dedicate to us, or the whole weekend that you give to the amazing people at Babs is worth it. So I can't put into words how excited I am, and I can't wait to see all you guys out there. Anyway, come to BABSCon.
That's awesome. Save a purple kazoo for me. And
Will do.
Uni.
Yes, come to BABSCon. We've got some lovely things like ponies and turtles and furries and a bunch of other things. Where we also got lots of fun parades to have go on. So if you're into that kind of thing, go to BABSCon. And if you're not, go to BABSCon anyway. You'll get into it. Oh, and also, I expect to see Baby Yoda at this convention. Because I see that. I see that, Baba Discord.
Oh,
you had to say it. You had to say it.
I had to say it.
The kid. Anyway,
Yeah.
Thank you, Looney. Needle Stitch, are you still there, or did you have to head out?
No, but Minty was here.
Minty, what do you got to say?
I think BABSCon is going to be a great con. Like, I've been there since 2015, and, you know, I start to get it. So, yeah, I hope to see everybody there, and if you don't, well...
How dare you?
Yes.
Well, I can't say how dare you, because I wasn't there in 2014. I can't really say how dare you. That'd be kind of a hypocrite. I think...
I thought you were referring to if people don't show up this year.
Well, if they don't show up this year, they'll miss the con, and that would be a shame.
Right. Who else do we have? Is Iceheart still with us?
No, that's about it for our
Nope.
community guests.
I think
Yeah,
those were our
Brody Chef never
community
came
guests.
back.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We had some of our community guests on the chat with the YouTube live stream, and thank you to Ricky Ray and Pony 8 and Gallop Crush, Nocti, Sophie. Thank you so much, and Visibroni, Alex. Great to have you pop in, and of course, big round of yahoos and like silent applause for Harry behind the scenes, keeping us all visible, audible, and streaming smoothly. Thank you, Harry.
Actually, did you mention Stefan?
Love you, Harry.
Clapping sounds.
Oh, and Stefan popped in as well.
Yes.
Thank you, Lee. That's right. That is correct. And if there's anybody I missed,
Sorry,
my
but we
bad.
appreciate
So
you.
sorry. All right, everybody. We'll see you at BABSCon.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.
Bye.
It's over.
Is it?
I can test using the F word.